Okay, my friends, really big, deep inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate feel good around your body. Take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch back over your head. Good, draw your knees in, roll around on your back a little bit. Good, let's roll up. Welcome YouTubers around the world. Welcome to my Bay Area bestie. It's good to see you. My name is Greg. It's Monday. We don't talk so much, we do more. So I'm actually already on my feet. I was kind of getting my room prepped and making some space. We're making progress. So let's get up on our feet. If you're brand new and the algorithm has dropped you off, most of us are over 50, but we like moving and we like feeling good inside of our body. I've got a couple of yoga props out here. My 2 blocks. I got my blanket if I need it. Other than that, the key is just start moving. If you're brand new, you just mimic, just get in the groove. If you've been with us for a while, we have over 1,000 subscribers around the world and 1,000 videos on the channel. So thank you for liking and subscribing. We're a little channel committed to big results for friends who think maybe the yoga ship has sailed for them. This is called Vyayama. It's a Sanskrit word for getting your ass in gear and starting to move. That's my rough translation. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Arms out. Just follow me. Right, left. We've had a busy full day over here at Upward Spiral Enterprises. I bet you have too. Especially if you're retired. You probably do way more now than you ever did before and want to. So yoga is going to be very good to keep your body active and moving so that you can do the things you love to do. And this brand of yoga is the key to it, in my opinion. It gets movement and circulation. Good job. All right. I'm just kind of relaxing, sinking my feet in, closing my eyes, just kind of feeling that grounding, rooting, establishing feeling in my body. Good. And then feeling that, I just swing my arms around my body. Give myself a little tap. By the way, if you're new, we're simulcasting from the East Bay of Northern California, just outside of Baghdad by the Bay, if you know what that means. That's what Herb Caen called San Francisco in his 50 years of writing about it. I remember getting up every morning, having some coffee and reading the San Francisco Chronicle and Herb Caen. 3, 2. Now next time you go to your left, right hand, left shoulder, left arm behind your back, just kind of auger in, bend your knees, grip your feet, sweep it around to the other side, sink in, get a grip, get a good twist. Good, release out. Inhale up, exhale. I just got off, there's my drum kit. I'm an aspiring drummer, very, very beginner, 4 years in. Takes a lifetime, takes multiple lifetimes. Buddy Rich, the greatest drummer of all time, he was born into vaudeville parents. By the time he was 3 years old in 1920, he was the second highest paid childhood actor in the world. And they would walk him out on stage at age 2.5. He would play complex drum parts before he could even speak English yet. So that's a good time to start. So he played the drums for about 75 years. Takes a while. Anything you're good at, it's because you persevered. Wouldn't it be easier if you didn't have to persevere? Good, now I'm lacing my hands behind my behind. This is something we do every Monday. It's just called head and butt on the floor. If you're brand new and can scarcely move, you can do something. You can do this in a chair. Drop your head. Good. Come on up. These are simple human movements, but they're not simple if you don't do it. Grabbing my elbows, working them side to side, switching the cross. I just entered my 70th year and I'm more active, I think, than I've ever been in my life. Inhale. Big inhale for Om. Om. Peace on earth, goodwill to all beings everywhere. Good, we continue. This is one of my favorites. It's called Wavy Gravy. My feet are hip distance apart. I just kind of sink down and I noodle back up. And as I do it a few more times, I get more oodly and noodly. The more you do this, the more it'll seem sort of rhythmic and nicely organic. If you're kind of new, it might seem kind of crunchy, but that's always going to be the case. Do what you can. Sink down, roll up, loosens you up, gets the tension out. 95% of physical ailments are caused by tension and stagnation. 10% are caused by bad math. 3, 2. Really, if the algorithm has just dropped you off, just start doing this stuff. You'll feel better at the end, and that's a great promise. You'll feel better at the end than when you started. Up on your tippy toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Stay up on 1. Really get up. Balance on your tippies with your, I lost it. I'll try it again. You always get a second chance. Up on my tippies. Close my eyes. Some days are better than others. If you're a 12-year-old tightrope walking gymnast acrobat at Cirque du Soleil, good for you. Good, drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend left. Good, and come on up. And side bend over to the right. Up you go. Stretch up. Release out. Okay, now forward folding for young people, that's a different matter. We friends over 40, I suggest your feet hip distance apart, bend your knees, and use blocks. My first forward fold, I use blocks. It raises the floor. I pedal my heels, and I completely drop my head. It's as if I pull a pin out of my hair, shake my shag around. Then if my hands are supported, I'll lift my heels, bend my knees, look forward, longer spine. Then I'll exhale, I'll deepen in, hips up, head down, knees back. I'll inhale, bend my knees, look forward. Exhale, I'll dig in. 1, that means forward fold. 2, 3. Good job. Come on up. We're doing good. Just got to move. Every Monday, I just start moving my behind. Left foot forward, right toenails. Good for coordination. 1, 2. This is going to break up your petrified, your ossified, and your calcified body. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to sink into my alternately flexed ankles. Good for resilience, springiness. Good. Come up and out. That one will change your life. Right foot forward. I know if you're new, it might be hard to get onto your toenails. Maybe put your hands on a wall or a chair. Everyone's invited in my class. 1, 2, you'll never be kicked out for having to move to an easier movement. You will be kicked out if you just don't do nothing. You got to do something. 1, you could do this in a chair. 2, 3. Actually, I kick out very few students. 7, 8. Now I'm sinking in. My teachers never kicked me out, and they, they always gave me another chance. If you're not a perfect person, welcome to class. If you are perfect, thanks for stopping in. Good. And come on up. Whew, good stuff. Drop your coconut, take it around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way, if you got a stiff, crabby neck that barely moves, just little baby circles. Do what you can, you'll get more. 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Now, for a lot of new students, this is their favorite. Just drop your head. Close your eyes. Drop your head. Don't peek forward. Contemplate your navel. In fact, stop thinking altogether. This leads perfectly to shoulders. Good old shoulder shrugs. Just shoulder shrugs? They're not just shoulder shrugs. They're shoulder shrugs. If you do them, then you get the results and the benefits, especially if you glue them together with other movements. 6, 7, 8, other way. A lot of people have what's called frozen shoulder syndrome because they've sat in a chair and they haven't used their arm. Back in the day, long time ago, you had to use your arms. You had to throw a spear at a mastodon. You had to grab your husband or wife and drag them into a cave. You had to use your arms, in other words. 6, 7. Nowadays, it's like, look at your iPhone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's been a very short period of time humans have been able to just sit in recliners and have DoorDash bring them food while they stare at their iPad in frozen stiffness and stuff carbohydrates and sugar into their face. It's like, wasn't that way. Some people in this very planet right now have been very hungry and had to walk and work their ass off. So let's move in honor of them. Wave your hands up and down. Faster if you can. Good. Now cup your hands at your heart. Be grateful for what you have, but also be grateful for hard work. Hard work is life. Okay, friends, up we go. Good job. Feet together. This time I'm pushing my feet down, palms up, side bending left. Stretching so much my t-shirt showing my six-pack. Come on up. I've decided I've needed to start walking, so I've been walking every day, 2, 3, 4 miles, and it's really making a difference in my body. Inhale up. Even though I'm a fitness instructor for a living, it doesn't mean my cardiovascular is just gonna get better for nothing, so gotta work. Sometimes it's a rude awakening, isn't it? None of us like it, but we like the results when we get our booty in gear. Good, relax. Good, feet out wide, toes in, heels out. I think we got do we have a full moon tonight? I think we might. So grind your gears, get a couple of full moons going. Something very special about a full moon, isn't it? My teacher would always say full moon and new moon. It should always be a gentle practice. So I'm not sure if I hold with that, but we'll make sure we do good movement tonight. It may not be the most rigorous practice of all time. Other way. 2. You don't have to you can't get healthier by killing yourself. There's got to be this intelligent moderation, and that's simply a skill, isn't it? Some days you need a little more, some days you need a little less. 6, 7, 8. Good job. Inhale up. Exhale up. Now I'm going to lace my hands behind my behind again. We're going to revisit this one because it's so good. Feet out wide. And after I'm warmed up, I can get my head and my butt much lower. This is good if you're over 50. Now shoot your arms forward. Squat as low as you can. Bring your arms up as high as you can. Squatting, number one human pose. It's everything. Strength. Inhale, come on up. Now, if you can't squat, get a chair and just sit down on the chair and stand up from the chair. That is a spectacular movement for older than 50 and you've kind of begun to lose it. You can get it back. Now, today this is kind of a hybrid stance. It's not a feet hip distance apart. I'm not stepping all the way out into the splits. I'm just about this wide. I turn my toes out and my heels in. It allows me to squat down lower and keep my heels down. But anyway, to make it a little more fun for me, right arm under. I'm going to loosen up my dreadfully tight shoulder blades. Then I'm going to fold my arms up like this. I'm going to inhale with my thousands of viewers around the world. And now in this stance, this is as low as I can get with my heels down. And I've been working on it for a very long time. Inhale, come on up. Exhale down for leg strength. If you're brand new, sit on a chair and maybe do it a couple of times. Come up. Sink down. Come up. You do about 15 or 20 or 100 of these every single day. When you're 100 years old, your children will be not visiting you in the old folks' home. You'll be driving to their house in your convertible with a big smile on your face. Release. Inhale up. We're about as healthy as our legs. If the legs are still moving us around, we got good hopes. Arms pull back. Left arm under. You're very tight in Tennessee. This is fine. Just move your elbows up and down. When your elbows line up, you can fold your arms up. And then you can't even believe what you can do from there, but this is for normal mortals. Inhale, squat. Just kind of sinking in, leaning back. Inhale, come on up. Sit on a chair if you can't go all the way down. Get some leg strength back. Inhale, come on up. This is a Monday practice. We got to move a little bit. One more. You can do it. There, that's as low as I'm going to get. Come on up. Grind your elbows around in a circle. Get out the gunk out from underneath your shoulder blades. Other way. Body maintenance. Inhale. Exhale out. Good. Now, for those knees we just worked on, we're going to bring our feet together and we're going to go a one. Now you're brand new, you're crispy in Cleveland, little baby circles. You're stretchy in South Korea, you go down way deep and scrape your butt on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale up for Om, big inhale. Okay, tonight we're going to work one balance pose. It's one of my very, very favorites. It opens up the hips. It releases the ankles and the calves and the Achilles tendons, and it provides an opportunity to balance. I use these blocks When you see me get in the pose, you may not be able to get as low as me, or you might be able to go much lower. I don't care, but I want you to be supported. You can put your hands on a chair or a wall. But I'm just going to make a balance foot, my right foot. Then I'm just going to, as best as I can, bring not my whole leg. Tonight it's just the ankle like that. So if I just stood here like this, I'd be balancing. Then I bring my hands down to the floor, which has been raised up by the blocks. Now I'm going to sink my butt down, really putting a lot of activity into my right ankle, right knee, and right hip. This stretches your lower calf muscle, your soleus, and your Achilles tendon, which for most people is hypertonic, meaning very tight. Now the balance opportunity, I gather my balance, bring my hands up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hands back on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, squat down a little more. This is going to keep your feet and calves and shins lively. Inhale, now forward fold over your right leg, butt up, head down. Ooh, feeling that, kids. Good, now repray with your hands and come up in a lovely variation of tree pose. Hold your balance unless you lose it. If you're a perfect person, you never lose your balance, good for you. This is yoga for everybody else. Good job. That is a great all-purpose sequence. Balance, strength, flexibility, determination, perseverance. Fun. Left foot forward. Have a wall, chair, block. Now, I'm just going to balance on my left foot. Oh, I lift up my right foot. Goes over my knee. Hands on the blocks. Could I put my hands on the floor? Yeah, I could, but I want to be really stable over two hands and a foot. Left knee releases forward. Left heel stays down. Left calf gets wicked, wicked, wonderful, delicious stretch. Ooh, feeling that. Make sure your left heel stays down. You go as low as you can. Good, now the balance part. Gather up your balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hands on the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold over your left leg. Pull that left hip. Ooh, boy, am I feeling that. If you're over 50, you are feeling this. Good, now bring your hands back together and stand up with as much elegance as you currently can. Boop. And our foot down. Amen. Good job, friends around the world. Have a seat. Good time to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm on a mission from God to help friends that think they can't do yoga, or think that ship has sailed, or they think you have to be 20 and wear Lululemon and have hair and makeup. Just be a normal human and move a little bit. Do these movements and you'll enjoy all the benefits, and maybe with less of the ego involved. Maybe. If you have a lot of ego, it'll just burn it off, because you'll keep finding a teacher that will find where you're at and just humble the shit out of you. Pardon my language. Okay, now I'm sitting. This is called easy pose, Sukhasana, and it makes for a nice little twist. You're very tight. Your arms are only going up to here. I'm stretching up to here, and I'm turning left, 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 relaxing my hands down, right hand, left shoulder, or left knee, left arm behind my back. If you're very bendy, your left arm snakes all the way behind your back. If you're brand new, you're just getting a little baby twist. Twisting squeezes out the pain, the inflammation, the stinking thinking, the bad decisions, the regret, remorse, depression. It squeezes it out like an icky bachelor sponge. Good. Inhale here and come on out. All right. One way feels regular, the other feels weird. This is the weird way. Same thing with lacing your hands regular, one finger over. Tight in Tennessee, you're getting to here. Flexible in Finland, you're getting way up. You're getting on top of your hips a little. You can do this. You can waddle with me. Good. Just sitting. This is called Parvatasana. Arms up, shoulders relaxed, chin level. Inhale. Exhale to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Release your hands. Where do they fall? If you're very bendy, left hand flat on the floor, right arm behind your back. Base of your spine in, spine tall, chin level. One good twist a day keeps the doctor away. Inhale. Exhale. Unless you have a lot of doctors for friends. I do. I have several doctors that take my class, and they're very good friends. I really like seeing them. Not on a professional level, but for fun. All right, now, one of the 5 great poses. Hands behind, feet forward, booty, full moon. Up you go. Lift up. If you can't lift up, keep coming to class. No excuses. Lift up. Get stronger every week. Good, kids. Sink down out of that. Now that's a lot of dorsiflexion for the wrists. We want palmar flexion. This, bring your feet together, widen them out. If you can't, do the best you can. Arms behind your back, bring them up. And you may not be able to get the back of your wrists inside your armpits. It's not a big deal. A lot of people have made it to heaven without doing this. A lot of people who can or could do this are elsewhere, so to speak. So let's give it the proper proportion. Elbows inside your knees. And I have many friends here in the Bay Area who can squeeze their knees together. They're hypermobile. Drop your chin. Cool your jets. Good, now release. I'm going to reprise this one because I really need it based on the golf and the drumming and the yoga. Other way. Got my piano out. I'm taking piano next semester in school. Got my piano back out. Everything seems to be fitting well. Shake it out. No arthritis, no rheumatism. If you have it, we're going to make sure it doesn't get worse, and we're going to chip away at relieving it and getting the inflammation out. Good, now, right foot, right shin folds under. Tricky pose if you're over 50 and you haven't moved for a while. Right shin, right knee over here on the right. It hurts really bad. You lean over here. It hurts really good. Lace your hands behind your head. Tilt over to the right. I just described a huge spectrum of movement for you. This is my world famous hip opening sequence. It's sweeping the planet, sort of. Good. Then we come up and we stretch up. Then we release our, unless your hands are way over here, they go behind you. And then the pose that makes you younger, lift up, stretch your belt buckle. Let me hear your underpants squeak, lift, lift, head back, be alive. Good, now sink down. Now the twist that comes out of this pose. This is a harder pose. Remember a few moments ago, we just had our legs crossed? Easier to twist. Right shin folded under, harder to twist. Turn to your right, reach down. If you can't do this, Go back to a previous variation. No complaining, no excuses, just progress. Good. Exhale, come on out. Now, what's very interesting being in this pose on the floor, this is how little kids sit when they're, well, I was going to say playing games, but on their phones with their other friends who are on their iPads. But little kids will sit like this, no problem, for an hour. What's interesting for adults is to sit like this and then go whoop, whoop, whoop. Now, I don't know the last time you were at the convalescent hospital. You may not have seen a lot of people do that. I have several friends, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90, no problem. That's my goal, keep you moving. Now, if you can't do it, you lean over to the right. If you can do it, hands behind your head, left elbow down on the floor. Trust me because, well, you're not trusting me, you're trusting the system, you're trusting the truth, you're trusting the principles as they were passed down to me. I'm just a conduit, just a channel. Good, then I inhale, I stretch my arms up. You can tell I'm pretty tilted over to the right. I need this. Now my paw's behind. Now the pose that keeps me young and frisky and super popular, thrust up. I want your buns up, up. Lift them, grind them. Lift your rears, grind your gears. Good, come on down. Now, another twist, but harder because the left shin is folded under, the left hip is lifted. Turn left, relax your hands. If you have to make up a variation, get clever and creative, get to know your own body. I've made up innumerable yoga poses because I've had to. It's been a necessity. My teacher said, do that, this, and I was like, not a chance. So I came up with my own variations. I'm lifting my hands and turning. It helps me to get a little extra core strength. Good, now I exhale, I come out, and now, like a little kid, I just stretch my legs out. Now, are we going to be like little kids when we're 60 or 70 or 80 or 90? No, obviously not, but it doesn't mean that we can't be as childlike as possible in our body. So just sitting with my spine up and my legs out. A lot of adults can't sit like this. Their knees are bent. They can't sit up. They would literally fall over backward. Chest is caved, shoulders tight, kind of wobbly. So firm the legs, push out through the heels, open your toes, sit up tall and proud. Be courageous and bold and proud. Chest forward. The good kind of pride. The right kind of pride is when you feel like you're an expression of a power much greater than yourself. Not you, of course, not me, of course, but the power. Sitting forward, chest up, shoulders relaxed. Good, we're going to revisit this now as the counter pose. Buns up. See how you can lift up higher? See how this is working? This stuff really works. Good, now sink down. Now a super critical sequence. I'm going to move my blanket a little bit. It'll make sense in a moment. But what I'm going to do, we do this every Monday, and it really helps. On my back, knees in. If all you can do is barely bring your knees in, welcome to the club. Otherwise, legs straight up and down. We usually do this for 45 seconds to a minute. Circulation, strength, balance, core. There's a lot of form you could employ. You could push up through your heels, knees out, legs straight up and down, feet flat on the ceiling. If you're new and your legs are shaking, do it for a little while, come on out. Now, the key thing, legs out to the side. Most adults never, when you're in your 20s, you do this a lot, let's face it. But now, legs out wide, ankles 5, 4, 3, 2, other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I lift my head. I like to grab my legs and just kind of stretch them out. I have a hard time straightening through my knees. It's just the way my body is built. And then Mondays, a Pilates class breaks out. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend your knees. You're very tight. Put a blanket or a block or a pillow underneath your head. Try to grab your knees. Bring them in as far as you can. If you can't grab your knees, grab down here underneath your thighs. Just kind of start to get this ability to get small, squeezing in. Make sure your head is supported. If you're bendier, then your head can rest down. Your knees come in further. For me, a good pose, I grab my big toes, I bend my knees, and I do happy baby. This is a yin yoga pose. When we were babies, the knees easily touched the floor. Then we grew up. We started wearing something other than a diaper. Things got tight. Relax your chin down. Just hold this for a few moments. Whatever your version is, I gave you something very easy. If you're very bendy, just stretch your legs out all the way. That's more flexibility than I have. This is my current body. This is what I'm living in. I love it. I appreciate it. I'm grateful for it. And now kids, lift up your head, take your legs back up, bend your knees, set them down. Now, if you're very tight south of the border, put a couple of blocks or blankets underneath your knees. Let your knees open out. This could be very, very unhappy if you don't put something underneath. Otherwise, flop and arms back over your head, flop. And if you can't go splat, just do what you can do. It's okay. About a half a minute of this as a transition pose. This is great for relaxation, groins and hips, relaxing your lower back, stimulating your parasympathetic nervous system, the one for relaxing. Good, you guys. Now, simple twist. I'm lifting my head so I can see my billions of followers. If you're new, I want you to put a blanket or a block or a pillow underneath your head. I'm going to stretch out my left leg. I'm going to just bring only my right knee in. You can't grab it, lasso it with a belt. Otherwise, grab over the knee, pull it in, and then take your right knee around in a circle and open up your acetabulum. Other way with your knee. If you're very bendy, you don't need anything underneath your neck. But remember, I'm catering to an audience of stiffies around the world. Now, the reason I have my head on the block is this variation of a twist. I'm lifting my head and I'm taking my knee all the way over down to the left. My head would be hanging in space. Now my head is supported on the block. My knee is all the way down. My right shoulder is opening up. I could take my right arm out to the side. I can't open up that much. So I really take my time Neck is supported. This is my favorite on the back twist since I now have turned 40. If you're bendier, you know stronger variations, enjoy. If you like really spicy food, welcome to this class. If you like your poses not so spicy, welcome to class. Good, now my right arm is going way more out to the side, being very careful on my right shoulder. Good job. Now inhale that knee back up. Set both your feet down. You might need to shift your booty back to the middle, over to the left. Right leg out, left knee in. You can barely grab it, barely grab it. Bring it in tighter. Circle it around. Circle your rear. Other way. Simple things, so good for us. This is what our ancient ancestors used to do. They would have a moment. They didn't have to search for food or run away from a predator. They'd lay in the grass. They'd eat some fruit. They'd move their body around. And if they were lucky, maybe they would procreate. And that would be about it. And then time to go scrape up some more food. Now, my head is supported. I bring my knee all the way down to the floor. My left shoulder has to lift. My head is supported. I take my sweet time opening up my left shoulder. Please, new friends, have a big pillow underneath your head, underneath your right ear. Don't bounce. Don't strain. Breathe into it. My chest is opening to the left. I can roll my head a little more open. I science experiment my left arm out. Doesn't come all the way down. I can put my hand on the floor if I do inward rotation of my left arm. Good job. Exhale all the way out, all the air out, I should say. Inhale our knees back up. Shift our booties over to the right. And I assess on this Monday that that's been a very good practice. I'm saying goodnight to my friend Helga, because everybody else in the world has to do 5 minutes of relaxation. Helga has dispensation. Night, Helga. It's good to see you. Now, you 8 billion other friends watching, 5 minutes on the back. Bolster underneath your knees, cat on your chest, blanket underneath your neck. Find just what you need, and I'll do it with you. 5 minutes. If you're brand new, 5 minutes of deep, quiet stillness, peace. If you just happen to be tuning in, oddly enough, on YouTube, you're thinking, wow, it's a channel with a dead guy. I'm in my last 2 minutes of Shavasana after a nice yoga practice. Join us for 2 minutes of ease and peace and comfort. Okay, my friends, start to breathe back toward your body. Take your time. Begin to feel your body weight back on the earth. Great time to wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate super feel good through your body. Love, joy, peace, ecstasy, bliss. And then when you're ready, curl over on your side fetal position for half a minute. Good, then all of us 8 billion viewers around the world will sit up together. It's cool to get everybody in the same yoga studio at the same time. That's a miracle of modern technology. And we all get to unify, hands to the heart, head bows to the infinite, thanks to the universal one that brings us all together. All together we say, Namaste. As always, I thank my YouTubers first. Thanks for liking and subscribing and help growing a little channel committed to bringing the love and the joy, the healing and the peace of yoga to those who are actively seeking it, who think otherwise it may not be available. So thanks for liking and subscribing. There's 1,000 videos on Upward Spiral Yoga. There's meditation, there's coaching, there's a variety of interesting things. Check it out. Drop me a line. We'll see you guys next time.